first case, all we are going to do, we are going to observe the typography that is being used over here. But first of all, we need to put the basic structure of materialized responsive framework into our project, and that is why if we now add this particular class here of container, get back to your project. Okay, now it is done. And another thing, we are providing here div class row. So what we had done over here, as we have seen in our bootstrap responsive structure, we had used the same class name over here, this class of container, then we are using this class of row, and then we put this particular h1 tag over here. Now if we just press Ctrl S and get back to our project, just watch it with utmost attention over here. It is right now shifting at the extreme left of this particular web page. Now if we just reload, we can see that right now it is shifted a little bit towards the center. So why is it? Press F12 and you will see that this is the control panel right over here. So if we click on to it now, you need to look into this particular container class, and you can see that the width is set to 70% and the max width, there goes the max width, it is now set to 1280 pix. That means this whole segment, it is lying within a box. This hello cruel world, this text, this particular h1 tag, it is in return practically lying within a box which is 1280 pix wide and which has a height set to auto condition. So another thing, it is its margin, it is now set to 0 auto condition. That means it will be aligned right into the center of this entire web page, and that is what we can see over here. So this is the basic structure that we can see. In the next case, we will be now learning about this materialized typography. Now in this segment, if we get back to our project, this is the materialized typography right now, and you can see that we have already provided a single tag over here which is h1. So in the similar fashion, if we put here h2, so we can see that we have provided all those h1 to h6 header tags, those we had learned in our HTML tutorials. If we now get back to our project and reload that, then we can see that this is the different header tag and font size. Those have been used over here, those have been created over here. So we can see that we have actually placed all those header tags. We have used actually all those header tags from h1 to h6. If we get back to our project, this is the scenario from h1 to h6. Every single header tags is being used over here, and depending upon their value set, this is the output right now, as we can see over here. Now we need to check about the condition, all those font size, what is the font size being used over here. So that is why in order to open our inspect panel, we will be pressing this F12 and there it goes. So if we select any one of them, we are selecting currently this h1 tag, and if we have a look into it, we can see that this is the font size been set over here. It is actually 4.2 rem. So what is this 4.2 rem? It is a relative unit of measurement, and it is suggesting that in this particular case, the font size will be set to 4.2 times of the default font size, which is set for an HTML page of a browser. Now in this particular case, we can say that the default font size of an HTML page is 16 pix. If we get back to Google and ask for the default font size in HTML, then it says that it is 16 pix right over here. That means the default font size is always set to 16 pixels, and the current font size that is being used in case of this H1 tag of this Materialize, it is set to 4.2 times of 16 pixels. That means 16 into 4.2 rem equals to 67.2 pixels. So right now this H1 tag, it is using a total font size of 67.2 pixels. In the similar manner, if we select this H2 tag, we can see that it is set to 3.56 rem. That means in the similar fashion, the default font size is 16 pixels, and 3.56 times of this default font size will be 3.56 into 16 equals to 56.96 pixels.